So everyone knows that Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 is coming out this Friday. And as many people have been saying, it's the end of Harry Potter. Now, I don't quite believe it's the end of Harry Potter. There is definitely something ending this Friday with this last movie premiering. My friend PJ made a video talking about his story of Harry Potter, and then he encouraged people to make video responses to comment below about their Harry Potter stories, so here's mine. The first time I ever heard about Harry Potter, I was in the 4th grade, and the other 4th grade class was reading it, and I didn't really know what it was. I didn't understand it. I thought it was just really weird that they were reading this book about wizards together. A couple months later, I went to my aunt's house, and she had all the books that were out at the time. And so I decided I would try and read the first one, and I couldn't even get through the first chapter. I was just bored out of my mind. I didn't like it, and that was it. So it was either the end of my 4th grade year or the beginning of my 5th grade year. I can't remember. One of my friends decided to lend me her copy of Sorcerer's Stone, and I read through it like that. I loved it. That was it. I was hooked. I loved Harry Potter. There was just so many things about it that appealed to me. They were these people that felt outcast, and honestly, my school is very, very small. My class was about 20 people, and I honestly felt outcasted. I did not have really any friends. I, was just made fun of all the time. I was different, and Harry was the same way, and so was Ron, and so was Hermione, and I, instantly found a connection with Hermione because obviously big hair. I was probably like one of the smartest people in my class and made straight A's, and I got made fun of it for a lot, and so it was just nice to see that there was someone there who went through the same thing, and she came out in the end with great friends, and so it gave me hope. I remember just when I finished Sorcerer's Stone, I gave it back to my friend, and she gave me Chamber of Secrets, and her book was already breaking, and then while I had it, it broke. Part of the book came out, and I just felt so bad. But luckily, my parents decided to buy my friend a new copy of it, so I gave it to her, and I got to keep the broken copy, and I was just so excited to actually own a Harry Potter book. I couldn't even believe it. I was like, this is actually my book. I actually don't have it anymore. I don't know what happened to it. I think my parents finally threw it away when they bought the new copy. Yeah, and then I remember I was sped through Prisoner of Azkaban, which was my favorite for a really, really long time. And then for Christmas, I got Goblet of Fire, and I got a ton of other Harry Potter stuff, and it was just like a Harry Potter Christmas to me, and I loved it. I remember I didn't go online a lot because my family shared one computer, but I do remember spending my time looking up Harry Potter stuff. I read fan fiction. I loved to watch role-playing stuff. I never really participated in it myself, but I loved it. I remember when the first movie came out, my cousin and I went to go see it together. She really wasn't allowed to, she was allowed to read it and see it, but her mom wasn't a big fan of it because it had to do with witchcraft and everything. She's gotten over that since then. No, and I just remember, these books were such a part of me. I kept rereading them, and it was just I basically had the whole thing memorized. And then, not very proud to say this, I kind of fell out waiting for Order of the Phoenix to come about, just because I felt like it took so long for it to come out. I mean, there was a 3-year gap between Goblet of Fire and Order of the Phoenix. But don't worry, I got back in right before Deathly Hallows came out. I quickly read through Order of the Phoenix and Half-Blood Prince, and obviously I loved it. I remember just reading it once, Order of the Phoenix, and going to see the movie. And my mom at this point, both my parents had become fans of the books and read all of them multiple times. Going to see Order of the Phoenix, and my mom saying something, and instantly just reading that one time, be like, nope, this is how it was. That's how much Harry Potter is, that I can read it one time and I can just remember all these facts and go and see the movie and tell you what was different. I remember when Deathly Hallows came out, I could not put it down. I remember just thinking, okay, I'm going to stop after this chapter because I really need to get stuff done. And then it was like, oh my gosh, I have to find what happens. I have to read the next chapter. Recently, I've discovered the whole big fandom of it, just going online, mainly through YouTube, actually. My cousin, actually, the one I went to go see the first Harry Potter movie with, decided to show me a video which was related to Harry Potter, and then just from there, the fandom just unfolded in front of me, and I was just immediately absorbed in all of it, and I loved it. I love Wizard Rock now. I've gotten to see so many people, and I feel like there's so many more people I still want to see. Hopefully I will get a chance to. I know the Miss Lupins have said that they're ending with LeakyCon, which is very unfortunate. So hopefully I will have a chance to see more bands that I want to see. So now we come to the end of Harry Potter, as they say, with the movie, and I'm not sure I'm ready. I was watching the premiere from London and being like all the other people in the fandom and just crying my eyes out, especially when Joe was talking about how we will always be welcomed at Hogwarts, at their home. I can't imagine a better way to go out with just that image in my head, even though we're going to be seeing Hogwarts being burned to the ground, just knowing that, like, you can always go back to Harry Potter and just go right back into how everything felt and was for me. And I know that I will be right there with everybody else at midnight Thursday night, bawling my eyes out and loving every minute of it. Yeah, so I guess I'll see y'all at Hogwarts.